This short video is designed to support teachers who are considering a move to Pearson Edexcel's GCE in Modern Foreign Languages, or who are teaching the qualification for the first time. The specifications, sample assessment materials, and other information referenced in this video can all be found on our website. Paper 3 is divided into two distinct tasks. To prepare for Task 1, candidates select one stimulus card from a choice of two according to the Pearson sequencing grid. The stimulus card contains two short statements, each accompanied by 2 bullet points, which mirror the questions on the teacher examiner card. The candidate prepares a response to one of these statements and its linked bullet points in the 5-minute preparation time before the assessment begins. These 2 compulsory questions form the springboard to a discussion about the sub-theme before the conversation is extended to include aspects of the broader theme. This part of the speaking assessment should last between 6 to 7 minutes, and it is worth 30 marks. Here we can see an example of a Task 1 candidate card taken from the French sample assessment materials. As you'll see in the next slide, the bullet points in the candidate card very closely match the content of the teacher's questions. This means that candidates can use the 5 minutes preparation time to target their responses effectively. Now take a moment to look at the candidate and teacher examiner cards for German. These examples also come from the sample assessment materials. And here we have the Task 1 cards for Spanish, again taken from the sample assessment materials. There are 2 parts to Task 1. In Part 1 of Task 1, the teacher examiner asks the 2 compulsory questions on the card exactly as they are presented. The register may be changed, for example by changing the vous form to the tu form in French, but apart from that the questions must be asked verbatim. After the candidate has responded to the 2 compulsory questions, the teacher examiner asks some appropriate follow-up questions relating to the subject of the stimulus card. Then comes Part 2 of Task 1, in which the teacher examiner broadens the discussion by moving on to at least one other sub-theme from the theme. To exemplify this, let's look at Theme 1 from the Spanish specification. Imagine that a candidate has a stimulus card based on the world of work, el mundo laboral, which is the second bullet point on this slide. Let's imagine that the specific focus of the stimulus card is working life in Spain and attitudes towards work, which you can also see highlighted here. For Task 1 Part 1, this context would form the scope of the discussion. For Task 1 Part 2, the teacher examiner must move the conversation onto at least one other sub-theme from the broader theme. So the conversation could move on, for example, to changes in family structures, which we can see highlighted here. We've produced some very detailed instructions about the conduct of Paper 3. You can find the full document entitled General Instructions to the Teacher Examiner in the sample assessment materials. It is important that teachers read these instructions thoroughly before conducting the speaking assessment. This is an extract from the teacher instruction document, and you can see that it provides essential information about the conduct of the assessment. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to this video. We hope it has given you a useful overview of Pearson Edexcel's GCE in Modern Foreign Languages. Visit our dedicated switching site for more information and to view other videos in this series.